driving in, you're coming from the expressway. And, you know, true to Chicago, every area has like a different kind of neighborhood. So this is a high poverty area with great needs, and how do you make it stronger? There's a lot to do.
When I was laid off, I found myself with a lot of free time, and while I started applying for a new job, I also knew that I had to do something else. I did not want to go into depression, so I needed to get out of the house. And that's when I decided that I wanted to go see what the CAPE program was about, and my life changed. From the moment I walked in, I was really happy to be there, because right away all the people made you feel welcome, and you know that you could come over here and talk to people while working on some art projects, and laugh a little, share a little. This was a very good opportunity for me. And now, I have met a lot of people here who attend the program, and I walk into them on the street and I know these people. As parents, we go through a lot of the same issues, and it's just, to me, I feel like it's therapy. It helped me. I was laid off, and it helped me to see another side of life, and my life is better for it.
I know it's not just here. In a lot of schools, when they get to their senior year, they push for students to go to college, and they push for them to know everything in just such a little amount of time that it feels like everything's being rushed. But this year, it really helped being involved with a club like this, because it was always helping me inside and outside of school, whether it was with art or whether it was just with like a personal issue. Even if I was having like a rough day at school, through CAPE and through the teachers in CAPE, it kind of helped me relax first and like breathe. And it was very helpful for me to be able to have that one place to go and just do art, just be able to create wherever it is that I felt like creating.
As an art teacher, we struggle all the time with resources and supports, and I've never let that stop me. But it's such a gift to have CAPE. Everyone I've dealt with has been positive, supportive, and they actually listen. They actually listen to me. I feel often I don't have a voice. And I feel often that the kids that I'm teaching, they're not the academically strongest kids, so they don't get recognized for that. And so this allows them another vehicle for success, which they don't have a whole lot of them. So CAPE has validated that this is real, and allowed, something that I was kind of like really slowly developing. It's allowed it to really become full speed ahead.
I remember a few, years ago passing by here and just having police parked out there. There were a lot of issues before school, during school, after school. And now, if you come into the school, you can see a big difference. I think students find it a lot more enjoyable, and they're not afraid to come to school anymore.
When I started here, I can remember my first year. I can remember one of my first classes. I had 43 students in the classroom. I had 8 tables, so there weren't even enough chairs at the tables for the kids. It was horrible. But I'd hand them a paintbrush, they'd do a drawing, and they'd go out in the hallway and start doing something. Because I felt like the more they owned the walls of this building, the more invested they'd be in the building. CAPE has been a huge part in that. And in that process, the school has not been looked at as this bad place where there's so much negativity.
It's really important for a school to have, I guess you can say, a personality, because otherwise it kind of changes the mood of the students inside of it. So it was after with CAPE, it was just kind of arts everywhere. It started to become a little bit more alive again. It kind of makes it more of a welcoming environment. It makes you want to get closer. It makes you feel safe around something that looks so colorful. You can't be scared of something like that. You can't.
CAPE has certainly provided the strongest support that I could possibly have in such a respectful way. You know, you're not groveling for it. You're not, you know, they're just wonderful. They believe in it. I mean, this is like genuine, you know, which in this day and age is rare. And then the opportunity to work with these wonderful artists, having these wonderful relationships with the kids, having a quality product, and CAPE has allowed that to be possible. So I'm forever thankful and grateful to them for everything that they've done. So
I feel like programs like CAPE, they're kind of like a trick in a way, but it's a good thing. People join because they see that it involves something that they like, but once they're there, they get so much more from it. CAPE gives a lot of flexibility and a lot of independence for the students, and it gives them that ability to just kind of like be in charge, know what it is to be a leader. It's just something that allowed me to be me and be able to be as involved in the school with my family. Like it was that extra little thing that not a lot of school activities or programs give you. We didn't do it on our own, and we would have never been able to do it on our own.
I really appreciate this program. It counts a lot. I think it's very valuable to all of us in this community. I'm very proud to say that George Washington High School has reached the level 1, and we're all proud of it. I think that George Washington High School has been evolving for the better of the community and the students. And if you ask any parent, I think they probably would have the same opinion that I have, that I'm really happy to say that my kids graduated from George Washington High School.